WandaVision's 9th episode has been released, and this video therefore explores a personal series highlight, namely All New Halloween Spooktacular, aka Episode 6. Among the episode's key events are Wanda's interactions with her mysterious, alleged Evan Peters-faced brother, Vision discovering the outskirts of Westview and fragments of his past, as well as Westview's parameters being expanded. As viewers know, this MCU show follows Wanda and Vision. Oh, WandaVision! So that's where the title comes from. Experiencing mysterious surroundings that evolve while adopting several sitcom formats. This episode's approach to that idea is a prominent asset. By tributing the late 90s to 2000s series Malcolm in the Middle, an atmosphere perhaps more familiar to general audiences is crafted. Malcolm in the Middle is more recent than the previously parodied sitcoms, and therefore perhaps more of WandaVision's primary demographic are likely to hold nostalgic views of Malcolm and his dysfunctional family. The humour being more suited to current sensibilities also means the episode is more amusing. The aggressive, melodic, alternative rock theme song adds a satisfying energy. Shame that They Might Be Giants who performed the original theme song weren't enlisted to write and perform something. Anyone listen to The Flood? That's a good album. Since it was absent from Malcolm in the Middle, the thematically appropriate yet occasionally irritating laugh track of previous installments is thankfully absent in this episode, thus providing a slightly more natural and emotionally investing atmosphere that caters to the immediate character growth. Wanda and Vision's twins addressing the audience introduces personality that may otherwise be non-existent. Meanwhile, our two lead characters' personalities, while initially playful, become gradually somber and more realistic. A show with such a complicated premise perhaps runs the risk of presenting imbalanced character priorities. Specifically, the attitudes of the sitcom characters being tributed may conflict with the severity needed for the overall plot. Issues of this nature, however, are skillfully avoided, permitting the sudden dramatic moments to flourish, which are well represented in Wanda's conversation with Pietro regarding the creation of Westview. The jovial demeanour of Evan Peters' character is organically maintained despite the importance of the subject. This layered scene also showcases Elizabeth Olsen's swift emotional range, which is given additional believability now that the sitcom elements are less invasive. Another vital dramatic scene is Vision's discovery of the outskirts of Westview, with its casually foreboding atmosphere courtesy of the suspicious behaviour of residents. Well, not that suspicious. Crying while attempting to hang the washing up is a normal Friday for me. Vision is given a proactive role as he reacts in fear and confusion to his surroundings, and the following scene where he discovers fragments of his past from Agnes, his confused panic is perfectly escalated, leading to a powerful and convincingly performed crescendo when he attempts to leave the barriers of Westview and warn those outside of the danger. His independent decisions proven to any nearby evil forces that they are not the boss of him now, his deteriorating body, Paul Bettany's anguished reaction, and the distressed responses of his sons and Wanda offer the requisite amount of jeopardy. The scene is only missing music from They Might Be Giants. Has anyone listened to The Flood? That's a good album. The following moments in which Wanda broadens the barriers of Westview are indicative of the show's openly surreal moments, epitomised by members of SWORD becoming clowns. Imagine if there were politicians nearby. If they were turned into clowns, we'd never notice the difference. Satire. An earlier surreal moment arrived in the form of the commercial. This immaculately animated, ambiguous, disturbing and amusing display is likely to have put several people off strawberry yogurt. I've never really liked this stuff, so it's actually put me off the idea of being stranded on an island near a shark while gradually turning into a skeleton. And I was so into that idea before. Such darkly humorous absurdity would typically remain in the pages of a comic book, as would several costumes shown in this episode. Wanda and Vision sport their traditional comic book ensembles, with the fit and in-universe explanations of being a Sokovian fortune teller and a pro wrestler respectively. Pietro and the twins also don classic Marvel costumes. I was expecting the twins to be dressed as Mary-Kate and Ashley, or for Pietro's true form to be Mary-Kate and Ashley wearing a trench coat disguise. I'll resist the urge to reveal whether or not that was the case. Look, it obviously wasn't. These costumes proved an impressive means of embracing the source material, as did the prophetic garb of a certain other character. This episode's chief source of perfection, however, was its balance. The comedy was more current since it parodied a more recent sitcom than previous episodes. The drama more immediately pronounced now that viewers were familiar with the premise. Jimmy, Darcy and Monica's subplot being naturally incorporated, thanks to earlier episodes familiarising viewers with their roles, meant that WandaVision's unique ambitious charm continued, while some of the more traditional superhero elements, the prospect of which initially drew MCU fans to the series, were unfolding. An air of mystery remained that compelled compelled viewers to continue watching, while the degree of clarity needed for viewers to feel invested had been cemented. WandaVision is an overall excellent series, though due to its fortunate position in the series' chronology, All New Halloween Spooktacular perfectly exhibits all of its major strengths. While I enjoyed at the time, a period of reflection and the full series' context has allowed for more official judgment. Feel free to name some of your favourite episodes in a comment below, and to mention whether your views have severely changed now that the 9th episode has been released. Do you plan on rewatching the entire series? Thanks for watching, and if I don't see you next time, I'll assume you're listening to the music of They Might Be Giants. Has anyone listened to The Flood? That's a good album. WandaVision! Don't try to fight the chaos. Don't question what you've done. The game can try to play us. Don't let it stop the fun. Some days it's all confusion. Easy come and easy go. But if it's all illusion, sit back, enjoy the show.